That's what you did?
Bro, Quasi, I realize I'm drowning, right? Like, mind you, I'm like freaking out, and like for like 5 seconds in my head, I'm just like, Quadro, like this is about to be it. Like you need to stop playing. So I'm like, okay. So like I hold my breath and like go all the way down, and like with my feet, like I just kick up. I don't know. I kicked up and did this, right? Like I'm like hell, right? I'm not falling down. I'm looking at the one nigga that can save me, Ibrahima. This nigga like he dead ass drowning. Like is he being dead ass right now?
Nigga said stand up!
I don't even
Stand
care.
up!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 13 of the O2 podcast. You know, today I'm hoping somebody else catches some hate besides me. Cause y'all nigga, for the last 2 episodes I'm watching, y'all just attacking me for 2 episodes straight. But how y'all well, I don't know what they've been because you recorded a video before. How you been, Shakir?
Just came back from the gym. I thought I caught a fever again, bro. Like, my immune system might be the worst immune system in the world. Last year,
We know.
You about
bro,
to travel?
last year I had COVID and flu within 2 months. And then
You had COVID last year?
in big
know what's funny?
2024.
All the
That shit was
muscle he
old.
spent all the muscle he just spent the last year building is gonna go in 2 weeks.
Bro, that shit.
Nigga gets sick once and he's gone.
And then
Bro, a year in the gym just to build 5 pounds and COVID taking like that.
in 2 weeks, why do you lose it so fast? It don't make sense.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have some fun stuff planned for you guys. To, at least, you know, I feel like the last segment that I hit with the questions, that was our most viewed video.
It was.
So you know,
Really?
yeah, I think we got like 90
you should have
something.
posted that clip of the milk.
Whoa. View it?
You didn't pull the milk clip.
You hear this?
He didn't do it?
You hear this nigga?
That shit would have.
Wait, you didn't do it?
I kept it in the video. I kept it in the.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? I'll post it and see. I'll post it and see what happens.
A TikTok clip of it would be crazy. That would ruin your reputation.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
was-
Likelihood.
That will seal it
Or-
for you.
no.
Like,
That would
people will lock that in for you.
There would be no rebranding.
This is good
after
for
this.
his branding
Like,
for where he
rebranding
is.
company.
It's localized branding. You gotta
Yeah,
think
true.
about like the target audience.
Nah, think international, buddy. Don't do localized.
But it is what it. So today, for the first segment, I got 10 questions, right, on who is most likely to. So rules of the game is simple. I give a situation. Everyone gives, including myself. Everyone. We're doing alphabetical order. So from what I see on my screen, Ebro, Shakir, then Quasi, then me. So we're going that way. I don't know how you guys see it on your screen.
That's not
But,
alphabetical.
you know,
order.
most likely to. It's just in the order that I see, because I don't know how you guys see it.
That makes no sense. You know, that makes no sense.
Because for me, on my screen, it's like,
Quadro just started.
Quadro. Let's just do
Okay.
alphabetical. Let's just do
And then-
alphabetical.
whoever loses, if one of you 3 lose next week, remember the questions we did last time? We're gonna do the questions, but for one of you people. So if one of you guys lose, or whoever's closest last, I already went, but we'll figure it out. All right, this is the O2 who is most likely to edition. All right, cool. And before we go, I always want to preface this: we are on camera, so please be mindful with your answers. Don't. I'm not talking. I'm talking to Shakir. I'm talking to
I don't even
Shakir.
be saying anything.
Because he get on the camera with
I
that
don't
funny.
even say anything.
Cool. All right. Out of the four of us, who is most likely to fall in love after one conversation and start planning the wedding? Ibra?
Shakir.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. No, I will not take that. That is ridiculous.
No,
You're a lover boy, bro. You're a lover boy.
No, it's not.
Shakir.
You're a lover boy, you know?
Shakir.
It's not.
It's
Shakir?
okay. Don't deny who you are, bro.
Shakir?
I'm gonna say Quadro. Cause fuck y'all, it's not me.
No, I was thinking Quadro. But I have my reasons why I didn't pick him.
Quasi?
I would say Shakir.
Thank you.
Because I think he's
And
a
I'll-
lover boy. I was thinking Quadro, but my thing is, Quadro could fall in love after one conversation, but planned a wedding, and such. After that part was just threw me off.
Is it
Crazy to
Is
me.
it my fault that Indian weddings are that lit? I just want a nice
No, but
party.
it's like...
You
I
just sealed it
want
for
a good
yourself.
party.
No, but it's the fact
A
that...
good party.
But Shakir, it's the fact that, like, for example, right? you got cuffed, and automatically I didn't see anything else beyond that. Like in my head, this is it. This is it.
Oh God,
This is it.
I swear to God. Get my measurements right to make what's the traditional
Punjabi.
outfit?
It's called a
What?
Punjabi.
A Punjabi. Yeah, get my measurements right, bro. I'll come down looking straight. Look like I'm here to enjoy myself.
Literally. I don't know. We're not doing the
Yeah,
dance
have
though.
to. You don't got a choice.
I'll learn. 3 hours.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll just be in the back.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'll do
you
it.
could be in the back, but you
I'll
gotta
do
do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Your family
Alright.
members, except for your mom and dad and your brother, are gonna be like, "Why the fuck
Hey,
you got so
fuck.
many black friends?" I know you're gonna get that talk. I know you're gonna
They're
get
like-
It's not even my family member. It's gonna be like my girl's family member. It's like, who the fuck are we met?
yeah.
No, because his family members met us.
Yeah, we get your mom.
Hey.
Your mom,
Yeah.
your mom and dad, your brothers and sisters, they know us. But yeah, the other side of it, they be like, "How the fuck you got
Niggers.
so many black friends?" But like,
We respected one.
like, one is okay, 3.
But that's okay, Shakira. You know, we gonna get it tailored. We gonna show. We gonna have to show out.
Hey, I practice, bro. I'll come down for rehearsals.
Yeah, and I'll have two. I have both my cameras. You're not gonna miss a single moment, brother. We got you on your wedding day. 'Cause- All right. I feel like you're gonna get this one too. Who is most likely to show up overdressed to McDonald's?
That's easily me. That's
That's
100% me.
That's Shakir.
No explanation needed for that one.
Like, you don't even need to go between everybody. That's Shakir.
Okay. This one I think might split the crowd, but you know, who is most likely to have a child first? Ibra?
Quadro.
Okay.
It's Quadro.
Shakir?
100%.
It's just not splitting the crowd.
Quasi?
Quasi, you know the answer.
Child first?
Child? Like, don't get me wrong. You don't have to say I hear it. I hear it thinking, right?
I know why you guys are saying him.
Yeah.
But my thing is, based on the woman he's been with, right? Unless he changes the path. If he changes the path, I'll say Quadro. But if he sticks to the woman
No.
he's been with, it's
My
not
thing
going to
is,
be Quadro.
it's not even. It's not about even his.
It's
It's
not
not,
even
even
the
about
women, it's
his habits of what he does in the moment. But like historically, his grandpa has fucking 30 kids. Like
It's
it's in the blood, bro.
It's in his
Niggas see a program for this shit.
He is programmed. He's like psychologically. He's supposed.
That's you are.
This is your calling. This
Y'all
is
don't
your
believe in breaking the generational
Not
curses?
Yeah, but you haven't seen anything
It
yet.
takes time to though.
We haven't seen anything yet. That's why.
Now I'll go with Quadro.
All right, I would say Shakira, but you know,
I would have thrown the crowd on said Ibra.
nah, not him, not him, not him. Okay, next question.
Nah,
Who
y'all
was-
don't want to see little Cisse running around.
Not yet.
Who is most likely to get married first?
Shakir.
I feel like.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh
Quasi.
yeah. No, it is
Why?
funny. This motherfucker be
Yes,
he be reading
yes,
the Bible.
yes.
He
When
be
he
reading the
said-
Bible with her.
When he said they read the Bible together, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they getting married. Oh, they getting married. Like, listen, I always joke around like Shakir. I be like, what? South, what's it
Asians.
called? I was like, South Asians, they get together once, they go together. But what Quasi said, him and his girl read the Bible together, I said, oh, yeah, they getting married. They getting Quasi, it's you.
Nah, bro.
It's
Nah,
you.
bro.
It's you. It's you.
Okay, broski, it's okay.
Nah, sometimes I forget.
listen,
Sometimes I forget y'all niggas know that I have a girl. That's why this whole conversation, I didn't say nothing. I was
It's you. It's Quasi. Yeah.
You Quasi, yes. Okay, next one. All right, who is most likely to risk it all for someone that's not into them?
Quadro.
Quadro.
Yeah.
Because you love people that don't love you back. You love the chase.
We're not looking at
crave the
Shakira over
chase.
here.
You crave the chase. I don't.
We're not even
I
looking
don't
at
crave
Cookie
the
over there?
chase like you do, brother.
No, Shakir. No, okay.
I'll say this
No,
one down the middle. We split the baby, Shakir and Quadro.
The reason I say Quadro is
Why?
because Shakir went through something and he learned. and it's like ingrained in his
Quadro
head.
has
now.
gone through
You know what I mean?
similar things over and over again.
Quadro will go through something. He'll learn it,
And then do it
and then
again.
be like,
This time
maybe-
will be different.
let me go. Yeah, let me go back. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me dip my toe there one more time and see.
One more time. Run it again. Again.
How is this episode still something about? You know what?
Hey, all I'm saying is you asking questions
We're answering.
that lead back to you.
Exactly, bro.
Who is most likely to get left on red and double text?
I've never double texted. I'll put that out there. 100%.
I'm not gonna lie.
don't
I
know
would do that. I would do that.
I would
There's
say
no shame in
Ibra,
my game.
I would say Ibra because he does not care.
He
He
doesn't
does
care for
not care.
social norms,
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do that.
I would, but I've never done it.
I have. And if everybody says they haven't done that with a woman, y'all lying.
I quadruple text.
Yeah.
No shit,
I
my
keep
game.
sending them shits out.
Yeah.
Ignore my message. I send it again.
Y'all,
Okay.
Crazy.
yeah, because nobody else has seen it but the two of
there's
us.
a difference between double texting. We gotta like differentiate. Like, is it double texting like your girl,
Okay.
or is it double texting like someone you try to talk to? Because if it's your girl, I don't
Someone
give
else
a
trying to
fuck.
talk
I'll
to.
text like 7 times. But if it's like,
Someone else trying to talk to.
then yeah, no.
It is what it is. Like, I double text, you ignore me, then I'm like, damn, let me try one more time.
Triple texting is crazy.
Ain't no shame.
I'll give it to Ibra. All right, this one. Who is most likely to do the most jail time if the group chat got leaked?
Ibra.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even argue. I can't even argue with you guys.
They go like,
Most likely.
he's wicked.
Like what you saying?
Most likely to abandon the group chat after they find their wife.
Shakir.
I would never
Yeah,
do that.
100.
Nah, that's crazy.
Nah, I wouldn't say
I
anyone
don't
would.
think anyone would.
I
I
can't.
would
I
say
can't. I
good.
can't see.
Most likely to.
I can't see
If they-
anyone. I actually can't. I don't know
I think Shakir.
No, I don't see it
Shakir.
at all.
why.
No,
No, if we had to give an answer, but I don't see none of us doing that.
because
No, we have to give an answer, but I just
Yeah.
don't. I literally can't. I don't know.
I'm very active in the group chat, so I don't see myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all are. But I'm saying most likely to.
I think that can be
I
like a coin
genuinely
flip
don't
between
know.
any of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put on the wheel.
Yeah, I know for a fact it's not me.
Right now, the
Yeah.
only people I text is the group chat and my girl. I deadass don't text anyone else.
Damn.
Facts.
And you
The
get
group chat, my girl and my parents.
You're locked in. You're locked in. Locked in.
Who else
Who-
would
bro.
I be texting?
Like, who else are
Yeah.
you talking to?
Yeah, Quadro, when
Yeah.
you're in a relationship, who else are you texting other than your girl in the group chat?
Yeah.
Hold up. Let's stop the laughing. Let's stop the swimmers. Let's stop. I'm gonna cut that shit right. I'm gonna cut that shit out right now. When I was in a relationship, who was I texting? I texted the relationship, my partner. I texted who did you guys? I text every day. My mom, my sister, and I also have like an all-female group chat with like my friends from back in school. No, she.
You had me in the first half, buddy.
No, but like the person I was in a relationship with met all of the girls though. They knew all of them. They followed her on Instagram.
You know women be quick to do that.
So it was like, but I'm just saying, I still text other folks. Like, you know, maybe it's just me. All right, this one. Who is most likely to get caught cheating in a test and lie?
All of us.
No,
But I
no.
wouldn't.
Back in middle school, we were like me
Everyone
and
was
Quadro were
devious.
insane. at
Everyone
cheating.
was devious, bro.
Bro, we had that shit mastered to an art.
Two niggas' last name started with a C and mine with a T. We sat at opposite ends of the classroom. Every time I finished, we had a signal, right? So you look at if you make eye contact 3 times, you're locked. Like you gotta lock in. Eye contact 3 times, you gotta lock in.
You remember
To lock
the
in.
mock?
What?
It was like, this is like A, and then like I forgot what it was, but we had like a knocking.
I forget what it, but I remember. I remember it was.
hand signals?
I remember it was.
I
It
didn't
was
know that. I didn't know all that part.
Niggas had jutsu back when.
I
it
remember
became
that
cool.
one.
I
remember that.
with the-
I remember Ebro vividly doing this in literally the middle of math class, bro.
I was like
then
Sasuke in
A,
the,
B,
you know,
C,
like
D.
in the tuning exam. Like in Naruto, the tuning exam, that
yup.
one test they took, everyone was cheating. That was me.
Bro, I'll never forget when my little brother got caught cheating one time. I'm like, nigga, I was like, are you dumb? I'm like, how you get caught cheating? I was like, I've cheated before. I don't want to sit down here and act like I'm Mr. Smarty Pants, but get caught? I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, what's wrong with you? He was like, oh, I know, bro. Just leave me alone.
I slipped up.
So I have
Oh,
a
like,
friend,
bro,
right?
what?
He's in college. He's like, there was a paper due, and he did the paper on ChatGPT. And he did the paper on ChatGPT to like look at an example, right? And then he was gonna write his own paper based on the ChatGPT paper. But this dumbass submitted the ChatGPT paper, and the entire shit got flagged. And how are you gonna explain that to the fucking professor that I accidentally submitted the ChatGPT paper? No one's gonna believe that shit.
Honestly,
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
You just show him the real paper. That's it. Be like, hey, I just used ChatGPT for examples.
Yeah,
I ain't
that
copying
shit did not
anything.
work. He got-
That's it.
Yeah,
Like you would have to
but-
rewrite your whole paper completely and just be like, I just
He get in trouble for that.
Suspended for a semester.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
College doesn't let you like that, Slay. My college was using turn it in.
A
A
semester.
whole semester.
My college was using turn it
Yeah,
in,
mine
bro.
too.
Nigga, I ain't know this.
Getting caught in college is tough.
That
Yeah.
ain't rough. Not my college. That'll be easy though.
Yeah. Yeah. I,
Last one. Which one of us is most likely to? Oh, we didn't even answer that one. I feel like none
I
of
don't
us would-
remember what the
none of us
question
would
was.
none of us would get caught, but I'd vote myself for. I would if I lie with it and they try to catch
yeah,
me.
I
Yeah.
give it to you.
I'll lie. What? Oh, you cheated? No.
My thing is,
What?
if I lie, unless you have irrefutable 12K evidence sitting in my face where there's nothing I can say, hell, I'm gonna just stick with it. Like, that's what makes people bad lie. Like they be wanting to deviate, tell the truth too quickly. No, not me. All right, most likely to snitch under pressure.
Quadro.
Oh,
Yeah, this is you. Quasi, you remember 161 incident when you kicked that ball in that meeting?
This nigga said I was gonna turn around and tell him.
He said,
Fuck you mean?
He said, bro, he said, literally, I just didn't know who did it. That's why I froze. He's like, but if I knew,
We were gone.
Ben told her. Bro,
Oh my God.
that shit was so funny because it's like 2 weeks later, I seen her, but I don't think she recognized me.
Nah,
Bro,
I didn't go back there for like a month, bro.
I remember
you was at
when
Riverside for the rest of that summer.
I was
Yup.
this week at work. We had not this week. I think it was it was a week before that. I had to do training with like the department chair for like something, and then. But this man is like the most like unserious worker you ever see. Like he's very good at his job. You know, once that's so good at his job, they just be walking around just doing whatever, like la la la. He's one of those. So while we're like, it's me and this girl, and we're doing. I think it's a reverse and shadow and reverse shadow. So it's her turn. And I'm sitting there. He's like, "Oh, where are you from?" Right? I said, "I'm from the Bronx." And then in his like, it's like a light down in his eyes. He's like, "Have you ever been robbed?"
you have.
Right.
You have, though. He wasn't wrong.
And I thought back to the one time in my life I got robbed. The one time. The one time.
Listen, I could completely admit I was a bitch made nigga back then. I can say I was bitch made back then.
And then
Some shit like that happen.
I started laughing because I was thinking back to when it happened, right? So obviously the whole thing happened. I remember the first thing, when this nigga Quasi, I go to Quasi, this nigga Quasi said, "Damn, I'm glad you were trying to fight back." I saw he had a knife.
Quadra, tell the whole story of how you got robbed.
Nah, cause like the fuck, nigga, I'm down for defending you. But if I see the nigga got a weapon, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Let the phone go. You could get a new one. Like, let it go.
Hey, now, you gonna die about it.
I'm so, bro. I'm telling you right now, if a nigga is trying to rob you for your phone or me for my phone, let it go. Let it
It wasn't even
go.
a good phone.
I feel like,
Let it go.
I feel like I've told
No, because if you get stabbed, now you gotta spend all this money to pay for insurance and shit, and they still got your phone? Bro, paying insurance? Let it go. I've been paying my insurance bills. Let it go, bro. Medical bills ain't no joke. Let that shit go.
No, like long story short, it wasn't. I think the leading up to it was fine, but it was. We all used to go home together, so we're going home. Two people like stop. First of all, they asked these two in the front. They were like, "What's the
Shit
time?
changed quick.
What's the time? What happened?"
I said that shit changed quick after that day. This nigga took a different bounce route.
That man was like, fuck that shit.
He said, I'm on the 1 and 2 bus now.
Fuck that. I'm out.
Because mind you, I literally could just walk to the 1 bus and like it literally drops me off right in front of my house. I decided to go take the 6 to catch the 15 to catch the 9, all for 30 minutes with them on them. Bro, after that day, I remember I couldn't chew for 3 days. I said, "Fuck y'all niggas."
Fuck y'all niggas.
The fun ain't even worth it. The fun is not even worth it, bro.
Nah,
The fun is
craziest
not.
part is, didn't he spit on you afterwards?
Yeah.
That's
And these,
Oh,
mind
that's
you,
a level
but
of
listen,
disrespect,
I'm
like-
watching these niggas.
I-
I'm watching these niggas walk away, looking back at me the whole way.
I was bitch made, bro. I can say it out loud. I was bitch made back then. I would have let
This
some
was
shit
back
like
in
that
6th
happen
grade,
now.
just to
Now
preface.
I'm like, listen, this is, yeah,
No,
bro.
7th.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
bitch made.
I think it was 7.
Definitely say that now, bro. But now I was like, yeah, that I wouldn't let that happen now.
Damn, he said, I saw my niggas walking away looking back at me.
Like literally, I'm getting
I'm
punched in the
sorry,
face, and
Quadro.
I'm seeing this nigga.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Quadro.
And this nigga,
Like, I'm sorry to
the
younger
first,
Quadro.
and that's the fucked up part. Every time I've had like a life-threatening moment with y'all niggas,
Okay.
the first sentence is never
Driving
nothing
part, you
serious.
cannot blame me. There is no way, bro. Because here's
I saved your life.
Shakir. Bro. Here's my thing. I'm like, is this nigga dead?
No, you didn't save my life. The person who swam to me saved my life. Because by the time you would have got there, I would have been dead.
Bro, hear me out. Here's my thing. You drowning in a spot where I'm standing. I'm standing
Yeah,
there.
bro, I was further than you. I was further than you.
Bro, I'm like, there was no way.
And that, it gets deep quick. It gets deep quick.
That's what I hate about lakes. The slants, that should be catching people.
Ibrahim, you
Damn.
know what got me laughing?
What?
When he jumped up from the water to yell help.
Oh, that's what you did?
Bro, Quasi, I realize I'm drowning, right? Like, mind you, I'm like freaking out, and like for like 5 seconds in my head, I'm just like, Quadro, like this is about to be it. Like you need to stop playing. So I'm like, okay. So like I hold my breath and like go all the way down, and like with my feet, like I just kick up. I kick up. I remember I kicked up and did this, right? Like I'm like, help, right? I'm not falling down. I'm looking at the one nigga that can save me, Ibrahima. This nigga like he dead ass drowning. Like is he being dead ass right now?
Nigga said stand up!
I didn't even
Stand
say-
up!
I didn't even say-
Let's start.
from the moment
Let's start the story.
when I
Let's
did
start
that
the
pop
story
up.
from the beginning. This could be a clip.
Okay, so
He said
all right.
stand up.
Okay, so I got invited to Cape Cod, and I'm like, you know what? Me and my 2 boys have never been there. We should go there. It's gonna be a good time, right? We get there, we're bopping, you know, in a new environment. We're bopping. All right, cool. There's like a little beach in like the backyard. We're like, okay, we're about to go there. Mind you, I can't swim. I think these two can, but I can't swim, right? So we go to the lake. Shakir gets on a canoe, right? I'm like, I'm not gonna get on that canoe because I don't really like know it. The owner of the establishment is like,
You can't
oh,
drown.
you should get on there.
drown.
I've never seen anybody flip. The thing, right?
He said bet!
I'm like, bet, right? Guess what? I get on it. The shit flips, right? I don't know if I was paddling too hard. I don't know what it is, but I just couldn't get it. And also, to be fair,
Oh, no,
I
the
was
whole
freaking
thing,
out.
the
I'm like,
whole time, you were just nervous.
Yeah.
The whole time so that's what
Yeah.
really just whoop. There you go.
so, it flips, right? Mind you, I'm lucky because I didn't flip too deep, right? But I flipped in a spot where I think it was maybe like a little like 7 feet or 8 feet. It wasn't crazy, but I just had no business being underwater there. I didn't have And the thing is, when you're in a life in that situation, you don't have the composure to keep calm because you're just trying to live, right? So niggas is just watching me just struggle in the water, right? So I'm looking at everybody just watching me, like, and niggas is just laughing like shit cute. I'm just like, yo, like, yo, shit not sweet, right? So I'm like, okay, I have that little moment. I go down, I come back up. I'm like, hell, right? I fall down. I'm floating a little bit, right? I'm like, again, because in my head, I'm like, I'm over 200 pounds. I'm looking at it's Shakir and 2 girls. I'm like, okay, so they have the
What the
question.
fuck?
He's not about to do nothing for Shakir.
Alright, who brought the canoe
Shakir,
that helped you like get on?
Shakir, 14
Yes.
seconds.
Shakir, this is
I
his moment.
saved you.
He's allowed to-
I
he's allowed
fucking
to
saved
guess
both of you.
So I'm like panicking. I scream out help. As I'm coming down, I'm expecting that's his signal. Yo, get to moving, right? This nigga just looking at me confused. So, like,
Real niggas don't drown.
When I hit the water, I saw that I was going down. I said, God, this might be it. I said, I was like, this might be it. Because this nigga's not even moving. But thankfully, the person, and I will always owe this person my life. Like, no matter where we get, the one thing I would say I owe this person my life. She caught onto it and swam. Like, she swam to me. But the thing is, when she swam to me, at that point, all I care about was my survival. So now I'm pushing her down, trying to get up. But now we're both getting fucked up. I think about it now, that was so sick of me. But I
Nigga
literally
said thank you.
but I literally wasn't thinking. So then, as this whole thing is going on, right? Shakir finally comes in the hand, right? And it's like, imagine you're in the movie. And imagine a nigga on the canoe with both feet up, with his no life vest on. That's all I saw when I came up. That's all I saw when I came up. And then we grabbed onto the boat. And then eventually Ibra, you know what, he didn't even come out far. He just grabbed the paddle and threw it out and said, yo, grab it to
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull you back to shore.
The moment you said he was just looking at you, I was like,
Like,
I know what this nigga be saying. So for sure, he's got to be thinking real niggas don't drown. He's got to be thinking that, bro.
Like, I don't understand.
Like, like real talk. I'm looking at him like, he beat that ass.
Like, why would I? But who's gonna laugh? Where's the joke? Where's the
You know
joke?
what's funny? After
But no, I wasn't joking. I'm like, this nigga he not being serious right now, right? Like, is he being serious?
after
But yeah, go ahead.
Ibra
But
pulled him
then-
in, the first thing he says is like, "Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that's a minus 1,000 aura."
That's foul. That's
Bro, that day I didn't know.
that is foul.
That day I wouldn't know whether to be mad, upset. But then every time I think about it, I'm just like, the reason I'm never upset for too long is because I was like, put yourself in their shoes, Quadro. What would you have done? And I'm thinking, I can't swim either. The best I could have done was throw that paddle to him and be like, yo, grab her, let me see what I could do. And if you were too far,
Bro, I can swim. I just can't float. I just
Yeah.
can't float. That's it, bro. So I'm like, bro. When I got there, I'm standing there. So I'm like, there was no way. Like, you're actually drowning. That was my thing. I'm like, you're
No,
actually
it took a
drowning.
second for both of us to
Because this is
clock
my-
that he's actually drowning.
Bro, like, but my thing is, I was like, I've been in a situation like that before, but I just called myself, wait till like my feet hit the
And then
ground,
push yourself
and
up.
I didn't go up. I swam forward.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
swam forward, got to land where I could think and push my head up. But I was so that was my thinking. I'm like, oh, he can just do that. This nigga just, I'm like, he's still. I'm like, he drowning.
and here's my mistake.
Making up 1,000 aura is
I
crazy, though.
thought I had some friends that would have had my first initiative was call for help because you know the Brodies got you.
Bro.
I haven't been on water since.
I do got you. I'm just
The thing
confused.
is,
It was
He
just
got
a
a
moment. I'm
lake
like,
in his backyard now. He's not stepping foot in that shit.
I admire, and I'll put a picture for an editor to put up. I admire from the comfort of my patio. Fuck that, fuck that. My neighbors the other day came out and they were just like, "Oh my god, in the summer you should come out and swim." I'm like,
But bro, here's my thing though. Like yeah, I don't know why I said that. I don't know why was that the first thing I said.
Give
I
him
was like-
1,000
and then the second thing I said, damn, bro, I think she got the ick. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that.
Loki, looking back now, I wouldn't even blame her if he just saw the protector just go out. Oh! I would have even been mad. I was not even mad.
And the thing is, for the rest of the day, like me and Shakir, we was just having conversations. He was by like the smallest edge of the thing, and imagine just a brolic ass nigga in the water. And I made a joke. I was like, you know what? He looked like them kangaroos that just be sitting at the pond just waiting, just big muscle, just like this in the water. Angry ass thing is just like just in the water, bro. Bro. Hey man.
So that was it, man. But on our next segment, I know one of you guys wanted to touch up on that Shannon Sharp situation. First of all, I haven't been on the internet a lot, so somebody fill me in because I've seen it, but like, what's going on with Unc?
Some OnlyFans girl is shaking him down for 50 mil. It's crazy.
50?
Yep. And
Mil?
her lawyer is the same dude that went after Jay-Z and Diddy. Failed horribly. They took they took his license away. They kicked him out of Cali.
Him off?
Oh, non-consensual acts of sexual
But I heard they met up
actions
over
or some
100
shit, I don't know.
times.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but it just takes one no to
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
get you in trouble.
But the thing is, it's so obvious that it's a shakedown.
Oh yeah,
Like it's so
1,000,000%.
so obvious it's a shakedown, but it's one of those things where it's a white woman saying it. She's 20,
She's 20,
And-
yeah.
and she got years of now. He's like now Shannon Sharp is just dropping out messages of him just being into some kinky shit.
Now, you heard that
now
voice
it's like
note?
one,
That shit was
yeah,
insane.
bro. He was like
That shit was
voice
so
note crazy.
edited.
That one was crazy.
That
That
was so
what did he
edited.
say?
Though.
He was like, listen. He's like, you say you call me a manipulator one more time, I'm gonna choke you out. And then I was like, ooh, you in trouble, brother. You are in trouble.
Nah, but my thing is like whoever cooked up that voice note did their big one
It's
because
fake.
Listen,
that shit was edited. It was edited as fuck.
no,
but the whole thing, the whole point of it being the shakedown, and they're just trying to get him to settle, right? Because they know they're not gonna win, but they're gonna ruin his reputation, lose him
done.
the money.
It's done.
Yeah.
Honestly,
so it's
no
like
fuck, though.
they just want him to
feel like-
settle and stop.
I feel like now is much more different, where his reputation is ruined, but he could come back from it. It's just gonna take years of work, because he just got offered $100 million contract from ESPN. That's gone.
Yeah.
He's not getting that back.
Yeah, I heard
know what I
ESPN dropped him or something.
Yeah, ESPN dropped
said
it. Like so, it's like it's done.
He's not gonna be on ESPN until like NFL season.
Bro, like it's crazy because I'm like the
Shakir.
That's what
thing
he
for him. He's not coming back. He's not coming back.
That's what they all say.
That's what they all say. They ain't coming back. Listen, it's like for him, he's trying to settle it, which is smart because it's like, listen, if this goes, the more you go, the more money you're gonna spend on lawyers. Then
And the
this
thing,
and that.
and the
Give her
thing
10
is,
mil and
like
be
the longer it goes,
No, he offered them 10 mil. They
Yeah,
said
I don't
no.
think they take it.
The-
I don't think
They
take it.
said no.
The
It's
longer
all-
it
this is a shake
takes,
that-
like the more shit is gonna come out about him. That's gonna make him look
Yeah.
worse. Because
Yeah.
like
Oh.
with the girl, she's
Yeah.
a OnlyFans model, so like people already like don't really care that much about like that kinky shit
Yeah.
she's into,
Yeah.
right? The more you hear about
25 a
the
cheek
more
though?
you hear about the kinky
Not
shit
even.
he's into, the like less you're gonna like him.
Listen,
25K a cheek though?
listen. This is a white woman saying this. He is cooked no matter what. Thing is,
25K a cheek,
bro,
guys.
the thing is, what's his name? Cat Williams warned him. Do you see the
did
news?
warn him.
He did.
I did
warn
see a
him.
clip of
He
somebody
warned
of a
him.
guest.
Another woman,
I
yeah.
wonder how old is Shannon Sharp?
Monique was also like, he's
54.
like 50 something, yeah.
He's like 50
What business do you have with anybody in the 20? At your worst, 35.
Quadro,
25K a cheek.
Quadro, you know what I've learned working with men that are like significantly older than me, my father's age? They love them some younger women. They love them some young cheeks. Like one thing that I realized like they will tell you too. They'll be like, oh, I will like they the amount, and they're like, it's like abundantly. Like, you know the amount of men, the amount of people that be complaining like, yo, bro, like I'm competing with I'm 23 years old and I'm competing with a 34-year-old for a 22-year-old. He was like, I'm not gonna win. I'm like, bro, you can't win. And like, cause it's like that guy's
Nigga
worth
stacked up all his money for this moment.
He stacked up all this money for you, and then some other dude who was like 30. He was like, womp womp. I had to deal with it too, brother. Get with the game. he was like, I had to deal with it too, brother. Get with the game. That's what it is, bro. And I was like, bro. So that's what I realized. I'm like, bro. Some of these older, they love them some young women, and they don't care.
What's the
That's the
youngest
thing.
you've ever talked to?
Right now, 21.
3 years below.
Yeah.
3
So
years
22,
below.
22 for you. Mine is 21. Mine is just 21.
21.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
21. But yeah, but nah, like even then, I'm like, bro. But then I'm like, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing the picture. Like the only thing that was crazy though, when people were in the comment section like, nah, look at her. Why would he ever do that? I'm like, all right, let's
not
calm
act
down
like
now.
she's ugly.
Yeah, we're not gonna act like she's
that's
not
crazy
bad.
work.
We're not
That's
gonna act
crazy
like
work.
she's not bad.
That's your
Look.
defense.
But the thing is, I'm like, she got him set up real good. This is like Pep Guardiola level of like tactics.
All this
Like,
happened 2 years
you
ago
gonna
too.
win one
She
way or
waited.
Wait,
What
it
happened?
happened.
She waited. All this happened. I
So
think,
while
2
she was
years ago.
18,
Yeah.
She was compiling. No, she was putting everything together. The whole
I
thing
don't
was a setup
know.
from the
I
very
feel
beginning.
like a grown man talking to an 18-year-old,
But-
is so weird. It's like
It's
like
in your 50s though.
like
That's
even
why,
20,
like-
I can like okay, you justify that, but 18, that's like fresh. Like that's just
Also,
That's
Also
like
wasn't
waiting for somebody to get out of what's it called, academy.
exactly. Like
Like, that's just waiting for somebody to get out.
you
of
got
academy.
fucking
it doesn't- it
Barcelona
doesn't
over
make
here,
sense
like
to me.
looking for
But
academy
also-
talent.
But I'm like, and that academy talent is fucking you on the butt. But well, I'll get to that in a second.
wait, what the fuck you said?
He's talking about Real Madrid and
They
Barcelona.
lost, they lost yesterday. Lamine Yamal with 2 assists. It's just beautiful. It's just funny to me when Mbappe was coming. Niggas like, y'all better watch out. Y'all better watch out.
Never.
I can't even support these guys no more. I just feel like they talk too much.
No, but with the Shannon Sharp thing, I'm just like, I don't understand why he just doesn't settle down. You're about to be like at this point. I feel like
Can't.
it's
He
too
said he
late.
don't want to.
He said he don't.
You're 60. You're 60.
He already got his kids. His kids are grown.
And the thing is too, like the new generation of old heads, they still want to be young. What's your problem? The game is done. Let the kids play. That's like
Hop
remember
off the
when you
controller.
that 161, and then like these old heads will be wanting to play pickup, and they just make the kids. I'm like, bro, your time is done. Let the kids play. Like,
You
got
know what
all
this
the
is like?
field
It's like
space.
playing FIFA with you. Because your ass don't hop off the fucking controller.
You gonna let him talk to you like that? You gonna let him talk?
Like,
Me personally, I wouldn't
like
take
you,
that. Me, a nigga with a backbone, I wouldn't take that. But that's just me though.
you lose 7 games straight and still be on the controller.
How many games did you beat me?
Nah, your ass. Nigga,
That's not the point here.
Like he's
That's
mad.
not the point. That's not the point here, though. That's
Like he's mad.
How many
But
games did you beat me? I ain't
that's
mad
that
at
I
you.
Here's the
hate
thing.
because
No,
like you
no,
hate.
Here's the thing. I
ain't
know.
mad at it.
I
You
know
hate,
I'm ass
but
at
then-
it. He's ass at it, but he doesn't
Oh.
admit that he's ass at it.
But that's the thing. You were telling him he's ass, and you guys hop on the sticks, and then he beats you. So it's like, why would he stop talking?
Because he's
How many
ass
times did you beat
too,
me?
and we're tied. First of all, we've had the same amount of wins and losses against each other.
Quadro.
No,
Yeah.
no, he's
No,
better
he's
than you.
not.
I watched the games. I watched the games.
Thank you.
I watched the games.
Because-
Thank you.
I think I've only seen one game where you scored more than 2 goals on him. One game.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, he had a game where he's ahead of me like once, and then he gets all cocky. I'm like, whoa, okay, bet. I was like, I'm gonna stop trolling now. I'm gonna get serious.
We
And
better
when I
fucking
do,
open a gaming channel so that I can beat you live in front of everyone.
I was thinking about that, but it's too much work now. But I feel like
That is
at
too much work.
at a certain point we could do it when GTA 6 comes out.
Yeah. What's his name? I heard y'all remember when he dropped the video with Michelle, where he was like on IG Live. I think she sued him too.
Wait,
Yeah, she was a white lady.
but by the way, you know, like the one time that the audio came out of Shannon Sharp fucking someone.
That's
Was
what he's
it-
talking about.
That's what I'm
okay.
talking about. She's suing him. Yeah, she's also suing him. I think.
That's tough,
Crazy
man.
work.
If there's anything, if you can learn anything from Unc, just stay in your age bracket. At a certain age, there are just certain ages you shouldn't even be looking at. Like those are like your kids. Like you should at 60.
No, his kids are, I think, older than that girl.
And
So
my other
that
thing,
is insane.
my other thing that are pissing me off too is like seeing other older black men too, who are on the internet writing think pieces about him, like you this, you that, you this. I'm like, listen, this is one of those. I feel like it's always is like, in certain situations, like I'll criticize you in private, but in public, I'm gonna defend you. I'm gonna be like, listen, I'm not with what he doing, but we're not with this either. You know what I mean? So it's like, when I see all the like mad other people getting up like, why are you doing that? I'm like, listen, he wrong. Yes, he is wrong. That's a conversation somebody got to pull him to the side like, bro, what are you still doing? Cut him down. Go ahead and get you a nice lady who want to stay home and cook for you, brother. You a millionaire, so you gonna find one. So that's not a problem. But brother, I'm sitting out here and seeing all mad people just like, other celebrities too, like, what's wrong with him? What's this? I'm like, bro, yeah, something is wrong with him. Don't get me wrong. That's a can't keep him wrong fucking. But at the same time, sitting down here also,
A dog collar though.
this is a shakedown. This
Wait,
is a shakedown
dog
for sure.
collar?
Yeah, they were using dog collars and all that.
Put that big black baby in me.
Crazy work.
That's-
That would have turned me off. That would have turned me off. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe I'm not trying enough stuff, but there's just some stuff but that's a conversation for if you had a Patreon. but never mind that. But y'all said y'all wanted to give me a movie review. I don't think I'm gonna see it, so y'all can just spoil it for me because I know the three of you have seen it. But Sinners, somebody.
I wanted to go
posted-
to the movies to check it out again.
Bro, that shit
Honestly,
was
me too.
honestly amazing.
I mean,
I really
that
liked
shit
it.
was a fire
good.
movie,
It was
and the
fire.
movie tickets are $5 over here,
Yeah,
plus
bro.
tax is
Like,
$6.
bro, I think
I wanted to go
like
back and
after
watch
that
it.
movie, Chinese and black relationships are at its all-time worst because that fucking Chinese lady fucked everything up.
Nah,
like-
yeah, bro.
She pissed me off so much, bro.
Loki, she wasn't wrong though. She wasn't wrong because she like, bro, what do you want to do? Sit down here and stay in here all day?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. Just stay the night.
Yes.
Into sunlight. Never mind. Into sunlight. Yeah, never mind.
No,
Never mind.
so-
Into sunlight. Yeah.
Bro, my whole thing was my shit was like the way it was good. I was like, there's no way niggas are about to take a nap for the rest of the movie until
Yeah,
the
just
sun
take a
comes
nap.
out.
Yeah.
So I know somebody's about to fuck up the whole motion.
I thought that they were gonna
No,
trick
but one
someone,
thing-
right? Like trick someone into inviting them inside. But this bitch just went and like come inside. Like what the fuck?
She
She
just
had
got
no
mad.
plan or nothing.
Nah.
I mean, the shit that ticked her off was when the Irish nigga started speaking Chinese, bro. He started speaking
Nah, he
Mandarin.
said-
And she was like,
That
oh.
in Mandarin,
oh.
in Mandarin, he was like, "I know how you taste." That's crazy.
Yeah, no, cause like when he bites someone, everyone's connected, so everyone shares memories. He was like, I know how he be eating you out,
Yeah.
basically,
Nah. It's so funny.
in her own language, bro.
No, it's so funny because it's like there was like with the Ryan Coogler movies when the villain
Wait, somebody,
doesn't make sense.
hold on, somebody give me a brief explanation as to
All right.
who's
All right,
biting
all right,
who
all right.
and why we
So-
tasting Nani.
So-
There's
Shit,
these
yeah, you
two
got it.
brothers, right? That's who
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan plays. He plays a double role where he's himself and his twin, right? And they were in Chicago. They went to like World War II or whatever. They came back. They were like gangsters for a while. They made a lot of money. They came back to their hometown and they opened like a club, right? So at night, like it's a club for like only black people mainly, right? So in the opening night, they get all the black people in the town to come to the club, and then outside there's 3 vampires. But the thing is, the vampires can't come in unless someone invites them in. So exactly. So at first they don't know there's vampires out there and shit like that, and then eventually they figure out that there's vampires outside, and like the vampires are like dancing outside and shit, and yeah, that's like a brief synopsis.
Dancing
Yeah.
Irish vampire.
The music in the movie was fucking insane. Like there's the
Wait, so that's the whole
basically
movie?
the whole movie.
Yeah. So it is basically the whole movie. It's just the what I forgot his name. The preacher boy.
Yeah,
Preacher
yeah,
boy. Nigga, freak.
Boy.
But Preacher Boy was basically the movie was kind of also
He's the main
he's
character.
part of the
Yeah.
main character as well. The vampire basically came to the club because Preacher Boy was singing, and the vampire loved his voice. He wanted to basically turn him so they could go around spreading whatever story,
Yeah.
whatever, right? And this vampire, he was being hunted by Native Americans, basically. And pretty much, the Native Americans try to warn the white people. They're like, yo, don't, if you let that nigga in, he probably gonna kill y'all. So y'all should let him out so we can
keep
kill
in
him.
mind, keep in mind, the
Nah,
white people.
you know why? Because they're part of the KKK. It's Missouri
Yeah.
or Mississippi
Wait,
back in the day, back during slavery time.
No,
so
it wasn't. It
right
was
after
Jim Crow.
emancipation. Yeah, Jim Crow. Right after, like, so all these black people working their ass off on the plantations. This rich Chicago people just pulled up. They opening a club. They said, pull up, free drinks, bring money. They got plantation money, not real money, but at the end of the day, it's whatever. One of the twins was dating this woman. She was basically where everything started going to hell because she wanted to. Because keep in mind, these people are working on the plantation, right?
That's deluxe milk. Sorry.
They're working. These people.
Sorry.
These people are working on the plantation, and you know, during Jim Crow, ain't no plantation owner paying you real money, so they give them fake coins. So when they go to the club, they're not giving real money, and these gangster twins, they want to make real money. So they're like, yo, what's this plantation money? So his ex-girl basically was like, yo, the white people outside, they said they got money. Because at first, everybody rejected these white people. But she was like, they said they got money. Give me the gun. I'm going to go talk to them, see how much money they got. Irish dude gave her a coin. And then they were like, yo, we know you're sad. We could take all your pain away. We got you. Join our family. They play a little ukulele song. She's like, oh, these niggas weird. So she turns around. She's walking. Nigga's eye starts glowing in the dark. He starts floating. She shoots him. He gets right up.
Bites her ass.
And then they don't show her again. They don't show her again. They don't show him again. Next thing you know, Shorty shows up. She's like, oh, Cornbread, you gonna let me in or what? He said, yeah, come in. That's where the freak shit happens. She comes in, she's lit, bro. She's lit. She's like, oh, I'm feeling myself. She goes to the twin. She's like, yo, come over here real quick. Let's go back. Let's go to the back.
Nah, it's the line.
Shorty saw drool. Nigga said, you drooling? She said, you want some? He said, she's spitting nigga's mouth. She's spitting nigga's mouth. Preacher boy. So the other twin was like, yo, where my brother at? Told Preacher boy, like, go get my brother. He opens the door. He sees the freak shit happen. He's like, oh, they're having a moment. I'ma let my cousin rock. He goes, the other twin's like, nah, whatever he's doing, tell him to stop that shit. Cut that shit out. So he goes, he opens the door again. Next thing you see, that nigga dead.
The twin brother?
Yeah, she drinking that nigga's blood.
Michael B. Jordan's twin brother.
Yeah. And then Shorty gets up, she's like, oh, we gonna kill all y'all niggas. That's when shit went to hell. Pretty much. Cause everybody was like, yo, what the fuck? Why they shooting? They shot her, she got up. And then she started laughing like a maniac. And then, you know what pissed me off? The whole commotion was happening. They told everybody to leave.
No.
When the vampires are outside.
They
But they
didn't know
didn't,
they were
obviously they
vampires,
didn't
yeah.
know the people were vampires, right? So they said the party's over, everybody go home. But when everybody goes out, this vampire start catching bodies. Funny part, this nigga Cornbread was taking a piss, bro. Niggas were singing in the door, calling his name. they killed this nigga. But when everybody, so the whole commotion is happening. The Asian lady, right, and her husband, they basically kind of have the sense of what's going down, but they don't really know the exact details, like vampires or whatever. She tells her husband he didn't want to leave the place. Keep this in mind. He didn't want to leave. She was like, nah, go get the car so we could leave. That's another body. Like, and then she basically got mad when he pulls up. He's like, yo, invite me in or come outside. Let's go home. Or we just gonna kill our daughter. That's what she
Well,
lost.
the vampires were just turning people.
Anybody
Yeah.
that goes outside
Just to get to the preacher boy, because the main person they really want is the preacher boy.
Oh.
But they just eating the other people because, I mean, they're vampires. They gotta drink blood or whatever, right? So my thing is, when the people say they're not coming out, why don't you just burn down the place? That should smoke them out. That's my solution, but I ain't no vampire, you know? But at the end of the day, Preacher Boy a freak because Shorty said, I didn't even wash up yet. Let me freshen up. He said, nah,
He went straight down.
nah.
Oh, it's tasty.
I'm eating like an ice cream.
I said, oh, he nasty. I was like, he nasty. Hell no.
He said,
yum.
Preacher Boy a little freak.
Very good, very nice.
Nah, that was his first ever movie, though.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
the crazy part. His first.
crazy.
I would go watch that shit again tomorrow. Probably.
No, what's it called? What the crazier part too is I was watching like a what's it called, Breakfast Club interview of Ryan Coogler and stuff like that. They was talking about like the little details in the movie, and they were like basically the twins are basically meant to balance each other out because it's like what's it
Smoker and
Smokey and
Stack.
Stack.
Yeah. Smoke
Yeah.
and
Smoke-
Smoke.
Smokey
yeah.
is the most like on some bro like dead ass. I'll shoot
He's
you.
a hothead.
Stack.
He's
Yeah,
the
he's a
hot
hothead,
and
bro.
Stack is much more of the chill one. So he was talking about how Stack is like, because when he wasn't there with the scene where he got those people trying to rob him on his truck, he was like,
he shot
Smokey.
them.
Yeah, Smokey automatically shot them. No, like no hesitation,
No question.
And yeah. Ryan Coogler was like, if Stack was there, he would have calmed him down automatically. But then he was like, but Stack without Smokey, he not serious. Stack is not serious about anything. So he was like, if Smokey was there with the whole with the shorty that was on him, that wouldn't have happened either. He was like, so every time you see one without the other, they just doing some wild shit. So it's like without the one or the other, they just I think because at the end of the scene, when the KKK came, because Smokey was the one who threatened the KKK. He was like, listen, if you and your KKK buddies come back here, I'm gonna shoot all y'all, and he meant that shit. So like when he came back, like you probably seen that clip of Quadro, the clip of him like with a big machine shooting. That was just him like he just laid down in the grass and he just taking out the KKK.
Said, I'm gonna keep my word.
And he was like, I'm being dead serious when I say like I'm gonna shoot you on sight. That's what he meant. He was like, bro, he's like, I see you guys here again. I'm gonna shoot you guys on sight, and I ain't playing with you. It was like they was talking about like the little details in a sense. I was like, damn.
There was a line at the end that I don't know if you noticed, but I thought it was really deep. It's like, after Smoke like kills all the KKK members and he has like a bullet in his stomach and he's like dying and he sees like his wife and like their baby, like he's imagining them.
Yeah,
And like you know how Smoke's real name is Elijah, and then like his wife calls him by that. And he's like,
Yeah.
while Smoke was dying, he was smoking a cigarette, right? And when he sees his wife is like, "Oh, Elijah, don't get any smoke on the baby." And it's like saying that like he's actually smoking, but it's also like saying like, "Oh, don't get like this smoke personality of like this fucking being this devious ass motherfucker on the baby."
Because
I didn't
It
think
was
of
so
that.
I caught that shit.
I didn't even think of that.
I didn't even think about that.
I just thought it's because he's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. But like that whole movie was like, and the thing that I really liked about it was when when Church Boy was singing, and then like they got to the African portion. It's like the drums.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
In
They
Senegal,
literally brought all the cultures.
yeah, in Senegal it's called sabar. So it's like I don't know how to explain it, but like it's like a Senegalese thing too. So I was like, when I heard the drums, I'm like, this beat sounds familiar. Like if I were to play like in a Senegalese like festivities, like that's how like the rhythm is in a sense. And I was like, and then the thing I forgot what it's called. I don't know how to say it in like English, but like you seen the thing that was dancing that
Yeah,
was full of
like
like leathers.
The masquerade.
The masquerade, yes,
they
the
call it.
masquerade,
Yeah.
yes, that was popping up.
Yeah, I peeped that.
I was like, my guy did his
Hey,
research.
bro, they
I'm
brought
like,
all the
honestly,
cultures.
I'm like, real talk, this is way better. This is way better than Black Panther because I'm
Way
like,
better.
having Black Americans
That
with
entire
Nigerian
music
accents
thing was
and
amazing. Like that shit was
yeah,
insane.
was amazing.
Bro,
So that was
you know
the
what's
part that was
crazy
done.
too? You know what's crazy? The thing I peeped, right? When the vampire, after he got to the white people's house, he of course killed the white people. And then in the night, the way they introduced them was the club burning down while everybody was
Yeah,
dancing
yeah,
and he was singing.
Yeah.
So like through his eyes, the whole club was burning, and all he was seeing was a singer, while everybody else was just dancing around him. He was bro. Man came on a mission I still don't get why he didn't burn out the club because he already saw that.
It was
like burn it,
was
smoke him out.
crazy when he
was a
was
great
like
movie.
killing
It was a
the
great
vampire was trying to kill the preacher boy, right? He was like putting him underwater over and over again, basically baptizing him.
While
Exactly,
saying the
and he
Bible.
starts saying the Bible, and the
Excuse my
fucking
language.
devil basically starts saying the Bible back at him. Yeah.
Yeah. He was praying. He was praying, bro. And then my man was like,
I noticed too.
what? He literally said, I used to say it too.
Yeah. Wow.
He said, I used to say the same prayers.
Because this whole concept was, he said, listen, come join us. You're living in a society that basically you're not wanted. You're always being haunted. These people don't care about you, want you in any way, shape, or form. Come join us. And it's like somebody was talking about how, like, you know, the villain in Ryan Coogler's stories, in a sense, they're always like intercomplex. Like for the same thing with Killmonger, he's like, hey, black people all over the world are getting attacked every damn day. You guys have the weapons to give us the power to fight back. Give it to us. And then I'm like, me as an African person, I'm like, why is he a villain?
I remember I saw that movie when it first came out. I'm like, why are they beefing? I was like, this just seems clear cut to me.
I'm
Our
like-
people are suffering. We can help. We have extra resources.
Yeah.
Give it to them.
And then I'm like, maybe, you know, they could have. I'm like, the fact that they killed his pops, yeah, that makes sense. That's the reason. I was like, that's the reason with all the anger and hate. But I'm like, if that wasn't the case, they could have come to a discussion like, yo, bro, listen, this is, you know, you guys are safe here in Wakanda, so that's why it's easy for you to be ignorant to all the other black people's pain. Because what T'Challa told him, he says, I am the king of Wakanda, not the king of all black people. And then Killmonger was like, that's the problem right there. He said, you got all the resources to free black people, but you choose not to. That's the problem. And I'm watching the movie, because I've watched Black Panther like 4 or 5 times. I'm like,
All for free.
yeah,
All for free.
All for free too. I'm like, I don't see how he's the villain here. Like at the end of the day, I don't see how he's the villain. And the line that was so cool at the end was when they was about to kill him, he was like, hey, we can heal you, put you in jail. He said, I'd rather throw me in the sea like my ancestors, because my ancestors know death was better than bondage. And he was talking about like the slaves, the Igbo landing, basically, you know, the slaves when they got off of the thing in Louisiana and they just walked right back into the water, or they just jumped off straight up to the thing. It's like, I'd rather be dead. And I'm like, I really don't see how he's the villain. Like real talk, I was like, the whole movie, yeah, he right. He got to get that lick back for killing his pops. I get that. That one, I'm like, listen, I really don't see how he's the villain here. Go get your lick back, brother. So I was like, so they was talking about that, and because that was the same thing. He was like, bro, just come join us. You know, you're more free, in a sense, rather than living in a society where you can't sleep, you can't move around anywhere without a white
You know
person
what's
on your
crazy?
back. And so somebody was
Like the
talking about
vampire's
that.
not even lying, because like Stack
Mm-hmm.
and like Haley Steinfeld's character, right? They couldn't be together because they were black and white, right? But when they
Yeah.
turned into vampires, like even like 50 years later, they were finally able to be
Yeah,
together.
they were together.
But
Yeah.
my thing is, he wanted them to drop their humanity to join him because they weren't free to roam around. But to do that, they have to give up their humanity and not be free to roam around still.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
yeah, that's true. Only at nighttime.
Yeah.
Only at night.
Yeah, like he was mad. Well, he was also mad at white people because he was like, remember the part where he was like, "Yo, I remember, I know exactly
Irish-
what you're going through."
Irish people,
because
yes,
the
I
Irish
was-
people got their land taken too,
Yeah.
right? He said they took my father's land away.
Yes.
And I was like, how old is this nigga? That nigga
Yes,
was old.
I remember
because
that.
that shit happened like a thousand years way before.
I forgot
But-
that Irish, like, you know, were a minority back a while ago. It's just something not
Yep.
taught in school.
He literally came from so basically everything that movie was based on was stuff that's rumors or stuff that's happened in real life, right? So there was an actual ship that crashed in America in like 1903 that literally had a man with a burning body walking off the ship. Everything else was just blood and dead bodies. So that's what his character is technically
Based
kind
off.
of based off. And Smoke and Stack was basically two black people that actually robbed banks in Chicago and stuff. But he was like, I know what you've been through because I know what it feels like to have a religion forced upon you. I know what it feels like to have your land taken and your family killed and whatever. But then I was thinking, I was like, yo, he's technically still doing that to them. He's doing that to them right now. He's literally taking away their freedom, just like their people did to him.
Yeah,
But
it's one of
you
those
know,
things of like great intentions, just wrong ways of
Exactly.
going about it.
Yeah.
That's really just what I realized with the villains in Ryan Coogler's movies is like great. Like you got great idea, you're just going about it the wrong way.
yeah, I'm like, bro, you spin, but
You
what
spin.
what are you doing right now, bro?
What are you doing? Like, you know what I mean?
You're cooking too much. You're cooking too
What,
much.
what was another part?
Yeah.
And also, what they talked about too was how like it was two different sections. You know, the Chinese. Because I read about this somewhere too. In
The yin and yang thing.
No, yeah, the yin and yang was basically like the Chinese, when they owned restaurants and like establishments in a sense. They would own businesses
'Cause they
his
had-
wife
they
ran
had a
the
lot of
business for the
The
Gambling.
white side.
the white side, and they ran the business for the black side. So it's like you can see in that history too, and it was like it's real how in Mississippi, when Chinese folks came in, there was like a whole strip for like miles, and it was like there was like Chinese business, but they always split it in two. One for blacks and one for whites and
Oh,
sense.
that's
and
why
sense,
they
which I
were
was just
working
like,
at the
damn.
stores opposite.
Yeah,
I didn't get
Yes,
it.
that's why they was working.
I
in
thought
two
they
And-
owned two
stores, yeah.
stores.
And you peep the
No, that's why they sold his two stores.
no,
I read
they
that.
have two stores, but
One
it's
is
just
for
like
blacks, one is
two.
for whites, yeah.
Obviously, yeah,
One's for black, one's for black, yeah.
segregation and not
Yeah.
separation, whatever. But also, like if you peep, they both also have two different temperaments. Like the husband has a
He's
way
like
different
very
temperament
calm.
than the wife, and the wife was running the white side, and the husband was running basically the black side, basically, and he was kind of like more smooth,
Yeah.
chill and stuff with things, and then the wife,
like hot-headed.
and he was in it with small. Oh, he was in it with the twins.
Yeah.
Like when they showed up, he didn't even bat an eye. But when the wife saw them, she was like, "Damn, these niggas are
He's
back."
like, what you about to get us into and some shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah. She was like, "These niggas are back."
Yeah.
But damn,
Yeah.
Shorty killed her mans and died with him.
Would you guys say this is the best movie you've seen this year
yeah.
so far?
Yeah.
Of course,
This year.
this year, last year too.
This year, last year.
I don't-
Honestly, this is the best movie I've seen since like the Avengers: Infinity Wars.
Oh, that I didn't see that movie.
You
I saw
never
clips
watched
of it.
Infinity War?
Really?
Nope.
You are missing. Oh no, I haven't thing yet. But if you're paying for it, it shouldn't. I used to have Peacock. I just stopped paying for it. That's it. But bro, that was a movie experience I paid for. I went. The greatest cinematic moment ever was Thor coming into Wakanda. That shit you had to be in the theaters for. When that nigga came out, I got up off my chair like, yeah, yeah. And then he was like, bring me Thanos. I'm like, yeah. I was like, go get him, my boy. Bro, that was like cinematic. That scene and when the other scene when
When
what's
Captain
his
America
name?
picked
When
up Thor's
his sister-
hammer, that shit was
Yes,
crazy.
bro. That was so crazy. Everybody in the room was like, ah!
Now watching
I was like,
Endgame
oh,
and
my
Infinity War in theater was another experience because everyone went crazy.
Was another-
That shit felt like a
Bro.
concert. It didn't even feel like a movie.
I swear to God, both movies I watched in the theaters. Black Panther I watched it in theaters. And I was just like, yo, certain movies like Marvel movies, I'm
Yeah.
going to theaters to watch it. Like that one, I'm not watching. I'm not waiting for it to drop on.
Yeah,
on
because
Apple,
watching
like,
it with
I'm going to
other
watch it.
people like adds to the experience.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say for sure, this is like the first movie I felt like going back to the movie theater to
Yeah.
rewatch.
Yeah, for certain. Like the rewatchability value of it, like the music, the way everything got put together. To be honest with you, is just beautiful. Like, I feel like Ryan.
They should make like a prequel though
Yeah,
of the twins just fighting in Europe and stuff. And
Yeah, like Ryan
That would be
Coogler.
cool.
Honestly, I feel like he's a great director. And like you ever heard him talk?
I've
He is a real nigga. Like, bro, like I thought like you think, bro. He like Oakland accent. He like, yeah, bro. I'm from I'm from Oakland. This how we do it. Da da da. I'm like, I was not expecting that, to be honest with you. But bro, like he directed the first Creed. I think Creed is a great
Creed
movie.
is a great movie.
He
Yeah.
the first Creed movie. Yeah,
Like,
he
al-
directed the
like
first.
Michael
Creed
B.
movie, and
Jordan
I was
really
like,
surprised me because I didn't think he can act like this. Like he's always been kind of he's kind of been like a little one dimensional where he's
Nah,
like an
Michael B. Jordan's
angry
a good actor.
like he's like a
Nah.
like because I've seen him in Creed.
Nah.
No, that's
and
what
I've
they've been
seen him
doing with
in
him lately.
Killmonger.
No. Like if you watch his other stuff, like there's a movie that he plays a lawyer in. That one was really good. Like you watch that movie.
I know the movie you're talking
yeah,
about.
exactly.
That-
No, he's
like-
done other stuff. Yeah.
recently they've been putting him in those roles you're talking
Yeah.
about. But
Yeah.
there's even movies where like y'all seen I think it's Chronicle, where
No,
the alien
I've-
and stuff.
I've seen a movie where he was like some cop or something, and then I forgot what it was, and then they killed his wife and they arrested him, and then like he
I
got-
know. Wait,
I
no
know
remorse.
What? No remorse.
No
Yes,
remorse.
no remorse. Yeah,
he
no,
was a military dude.
he
Yeah,
was a military dude. I've seen the other one where
I think that movie was ass.
I thought that was good. There was some other.
No, it was good,
Fahrenheit.
but they've done so many movies just like that, so I thought it was ass.
Yeah.
But Fahrenheit was cool.
Fahrenheit
I read
was
because I read that book.
Yeah, I didn't read the book. I didn't even know there was a book until somebody else told me.
Yeah, Fahrenheit
But
451 or some
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
I remember that book. I read that book in high school.
Yeah.
Yep.
But to close out last segment, the discourse about 100 men and one gorilla. How do we feel?
Bro,
100
this,
men
this is the
one.
dumbest
Well,
fucking
if we got
discourse.
100 men ready to
A
die,
silverback gorilla will kill anyone, bro. It don't matter if there's 100 people.
But 100 people willing to die, not
Willing-
afraid to
not
fight.
afraid.
Okay,
Awesome.
We-
I'm
weapons.
ready, let's go.
Weapons.
One
no
gorilla.
Weapons?
no weapons.
I don't know.
No.
They could still do it.
They
I
can
think the
still-
silverback gorilla.
They can still
The
do it.
silverback gorilla is gonna murk 100. No.
No.
Okay.
No,
A
Sean.
100 grown,
men.
healthy
Okay.
men.
Okay.
100 men.
We're
Come
not
on,
talking
bro.
about fucking Marines.
I'm talking about. I'm not
Like,
talking
I'm
about
talking 100 average
no, I'm
men.
like, you
We're not talking about
I'm
Marines.
talking 100 average men on
Yes.
the street.
I'm talking about. Let me make the question better. Imagine the four of us multiplied by
Yeah.
25, and we are going up against that.
Yes.
Wait, Quadro, that's not fair. You got to take yourself
exactly.
out.
Okay, fair. I understand where you're coming from with that.
I think we
myself
still
out.
got it.
The three of y'all.
I think we still got it.
No, you don't.
You know,
no, you.
no.
you
Yeah,
don't.
we do.
Quasi, you and your fucking first 20 clones can go first, and while you're distracting him, we can
Yes.
go.
Oh no, see you wildin'. You
Like,
wildin'.
cause-
But
See
here's
you're
the thing.
wildin'.
Shakir,
You're wildin'.
Shakir,
We gotta set a decent amount first. I'll be in the back.
we
I'll
said
I'll
the
finish him
first-
off.
We said the first 20
They're
are gonna die.
sacrifices.
The first
They're
20 are gonna die.
sacrifices. Like,
Yeah, they're sacrifices.
100%.
But I'm like 100 men who are committed, and it's like, yo, we going.
They're not, bro. They're not scared to die.
not scared.
They are not scared,
They're
bro.
not
They
scared,
got it.
bro.
They got it.
Come on, there is.
But I don't think you guys are like understanding the physiological capabilities of a silverback gorilla.
No, I understand, but I also understand numbers,
Yes, 100 men who are committed. Come on.
bro. Niggas are on crack. They're not afraid of dying. If you're not afraid of dying, you're gonna do anything, bro.
As in, like,
I
you don't
under,
care
I
what
would say
I'm gonna make it
I'd
happen.
understand if you had weapons, but you're going with nothing but
I'm
your
not gonna
fists.
lie. Five.
Bro,
Yes,
kick the nigga in the balls, poke out his eyes.
exactly.
Fuck is he
You know
gonna
how
do
hard
after
the-
that?
You know how hard the skin of a silverback gorilla is?
The balls, really though?
100.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're kicking, you're
Wanna be
kicking,
taking
bro.
silverback gorilla
10
glow?
crackheads from 125th.
Hey,
Kick him in the balls, or he's gonna kill me.
his balls ain't silver.
Are you okay?
His balls ain't silver.
Pause. Pause.
His balls ain't silver, bro. Like, he getting kicked.
Out of context, that's good.
Like, bro. Like, what are we talking about? This is a serious discussion, bro. Listen,
Realistically,
listen to me.
Bro, you gotta think tactically.
Exactly. 100 men ready to die with a plan. You're telling me we're not gonna win? Come on.
No. No.
Yes.
Without weapons, no.
okay.
We are winning.
I'm the weapon, nigga.
I'm that motherfucking
What do you
Arsenal.
do? What do you do when the gorilla's hanging in the air like this and just kicking you? The fuck are you gonna do?
Gorillas can't kick. They got short legs. What
I
are
don't
you
think you
talking about?
understand. A silverback,
They
I
have-
think it's a silverback is like a silverback is 8 to 10 times stronger than the average male.
Not his balls though.
Average.
I do think he just go.
Everybody got
The
a weak-
animal's gonna watch.
Quadro, there's 100 people surrounding it. It's not getting all of us.
It's not getting all of us. Some of us.
Someone's gonna get through.
Somebody's gonna get through. But
What are you talking about?
Like, you guys are.
What are you talking about?
Exactly,
Bro, it's like, 100 kids against me.
bro.
If you're not thinking tactically,
Yeah,
you're gonna lose.
bro. That's like when people.
I'm
be
not
like,
saying I abuse children. I gotta put that out there.
They be like,
Gotta
oh,
put that out there.
they be like, 10 kids, but 110-year-old kids versus me, bro. eventually I'm gonna lose.
Bro,
Because you're gonna get tired, bro.
I'm gonna
you
get.
know
I'm
what?
gonna
You know what we
30.
need? We need Mr. Beast here, bro. He need to film this video. He gotta make this shit happen. Get a fucking gorilla. Get 100 men.
I don't think
Get this shit to
that's
happen,
a
bro.
human. That's a human rights
I don't
issue,
give a
bro.
fuck, bro.
I
That's
just
a
don't-
human
need
rights
answers.
issue.
I just don't see a world in which 100 average men, not even the top.
You ain't gotta
1% of
see it,
men,
believe.
100
You ain't gotta see
men
it, believe.
walk in front of a
Oh my
silverback
You ain't
gorilla.
gotta see it,
Only
believe.
Small results, brother.
Facts. Preach. Preach.
This is the like, like this is the like that situation.
You don't want
we
it bad enough. That's your
I don't. I definitely don't. I'll tell you that for free. I don't. Like, so imagine no. But my thing is, this is one of the, that like Doctor Strange moment where we only have 1% chance of winning.
1%.
I think 30.
You're telling me 99 people are gonna die?
Quasi,
No.
you be lucky.
You're
if you
telling
walk
me
out- Quasi,
99.
Quasi.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm gonna walk out, but I'm saying the gorilla's definitely not breathing.
But do you know how fast
100
the
men
gorilla
walk into
could
the-
kill you?
Oh
Cause-
my god. Just
Okay, Shakir, stop. Shakir, stop. Shakir, stop.
100 men.
Shakir, stop. Yes, a gorilla could kill me fast, but gorilla can't kill us fast.
Quasi, it's either
Think, brother, think.
Quasi, it's either the gorilla wins.
Why
or
am
it's
I
about-
arguing with these niggas?
It's about
Thank you.
four. It's about 4 or 5 people walking out of there, and there's. I don't think you understand. If that gorilla, that gorilla with one punch, just swinging his arms, could kill about. That's the first 10 gone. Two twice.
Okay,
that's the first 10
we got
gone.
90 more.
We
We
got
got 90
90
more.
and it's gonna end the same way.
No, it's
We
not.
got 80 more now. Now what? He's getting tired.
80. Now we down to 70. Now we down to 60.
And you gotta think, Quadro. You gotta think. Okay, we're not afraid to die. He hits me. I'm winded. He focuses on somebody else. I get back up. I'm not afraid to die. I go in for more.
You think a silverback gorilla hits you and you get up, you get back up? Are you dumb?
Yeah,
You got a 98. Yeah.
I'll be alright.
I'll be alright, bro.
I might be losing a couple ribs,
You don't know me.
but I'll be alright.
Of course.
I think
him
this
know.
is the dumbest discourse, and
No.
I do not think 100 men.
All I'm saying, tactically,
Yes,
if
we
we got 100 people,
we
the
can.
first 10 obviously
Somebody-
dead.
somebody
The
said y'all
next
didn't-
20,
Y'all was not on the Discovery Channel nature section, and it shows. It shows.
Yeah, bro. Play. You can play for
no,
me. right now.
I've been on it. I've seen them fight, and I've seen some of them lose.
Exactly.
So if they could lose,
Against other silverback gorillas.
exactly. You're telling me the strength of 100 people doesn't match the strength of one?
like, come on, bro. Like,
Use your brain, bro.
That's
No.
that's real.
You're a whole scientist.
Thank you.
Use your
It would
brain,
be-
bro.
It would be a different story if we're talking about 10 silverback gorillas versus 100 people. Oh,
Oh, 10 we lost. Oh. Whoa.
That's a lose.
Whoa.
One.
Whoa.
No. First of all, hold up. Time out. He said, "I'm a scientist." Use my Quasi. No person is thinking about. If we think about it as an, it doesn't make any sense to go. You don't know enough about that silverback gorilla to go and fight it. You don't.
All I know is
It's about-
it's alive and we gotta kill it.
Listen.
You talk about.
Listen.
You talk about. It's
the silverback
gonna
gorilla.
die. How do you know
This
the
ain't
stamina is not up the charts?
This ain't ISIS. This is a silverback gorilla.
Wait, stop.
Listen.
If you're adding extra stamina to this gorilla, why can I not have a weapon?
No, I'm saying, do you know how much stamina it has? You're assuming.
Does
it's
it
gonna
know?
kill it.
Does it know how much stamina I got?
No, Quasi, but I know how much stamina you have. But I
No,
know
you
that.
don't. No, you don't.
Nigga,
Because you don't run. I do.
You just cried about running a 3K last week. Just a 3K.
Hey,
Mr.
that's
Eat the Weight.
it's a 5K, 3 miles.
Mr.
When
Eat-
was the last time you? Oh wait, I can't even ask that. I'm sorry.
Was that some I ran?
Cardio.
Nah.
He just
baby.
walks.
Every day.
He doesn't run.
I do.
He
You
just
don't
walks.
run though. Yeah,
I
he
do
got
a-
it, bro.
I get a lot of walking in though.
Bro, one good kick, bro. One good kick.
Quasi.
This nigga down for the count.
Quasi, the
You ever
skin-
been hitting the balls?
The skin of a. I don't think
You ever
understand
been
they
hitting
have-
the balls?
They have a harder.
You ever?
skin.
Exactly.
Quadro. Okay. Pause. No homo. You touch your skin here versus the skin on your balls. You're telling me it's the same? Be so for real.
Exactly.
You a whole man. Be so for real. You're telling me the skin on your balls matches the skin on your hands?
Exactly. Come on, son.
Come on, bro. And if it does, you probably got eczema or something, because that should not be like that.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro.
Exactly, bro. Son is
One well-placed kick. and he's down for the count.
Exactly.
Of course, 50 of us may be dead and injured,
Exactly.
but we still got more. Come on, bro.
Exactly.
I think this whole shit is dumb.
It's not.
But y'all not gonna agree with me, and that's okay.
No, we're not.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you guys think. 100 men or one silverback gorilla?
100 men.
100 men. Be so for real, bro.
You so for real.
It's ridiculous.
Back in the day, we used to kill, bro. In the
With
savannah,
weapons.
on the
With-
prairie.
with weapons.
No, we use the weapons to kill them, but we make them sweat and get exhausted. So why can't we just do that?
There's no trust.
What?
And who say we're gonna
Wait,
stand there
when
and
the-
fight it? Nigga, we gotta
When
make
the
it
fuck
chase
did
us.
Anybody hunt gorillas for meat or anything? What are you talking about? We used to chase down gorillas.
Oh, they actually.
Why would we chase down gorillas?
I said we used to. All I said was we used to run in the savannah.
Nobody said about anything about hunting gorillas. That's
You-
a crazy. Our ancestors.
You added gorillas to this. You added gorillas to this, brother.
Let us if we could sit here for another hour arguing about this because I feel like they're not going to understand our point, Shakir.
You're not
I
understanding,
gotta
bro.
leave, bro. I gotta
Let's leave. Let's leave this manly macho people. Not any further, you guys. It's been.
You even
it
gotta be
wasn't
macho,
02.
bro.
We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that other good stuff, and we'll see you guys next week.